The birds are singing. The wind is blowing. And the rustling of the leaves is enchanting as the men and women in black slowly push the casket in utter bewilderment. It is a heavy day. They are getting it ready to be opened for the mourners to give their last respects. Anguish, hopelessness, and helplessness is vividly printed in the eyes of all the mourners. The yelling gets louder and louder as the proceedings go on. But in the background, you hear a soothing sound of the choir singing, "It is well, it is well with my soul, with my soul. It is well, it is well with my soul." The quietness is deafening, and the thoughts of the mourners loud enough for me to eavesdrop. I'm hearing different voices. Some saying, "He was a good man. He was a man of excellence. He had integrity. He created a platform for other leaders to play on. He was compassionate. He always strived for more. He kept learning." While others said, "Oh, shame. What a soul to lose. He had so much potential. He could have impacted on the world if only he started earlier. If only he did more. If only he realized the impact he would have made on earth." The proceedings continued. And now the gathering moved closer to the grave. They were getting ready to lower the casket. And as I was standing there, something strange happened. The casket couldn't be lowered. It got stuck right at the mouth of the grave. And people stood there in perplexity, wondering what happened. And as the crowd drew near to the casket, they noticed a pile of gold placed beneath the grave. And on each gold plate was an engraving, different captions, impacting the world, helping the children, big dreams, influencing people, influencing leaders and organizations. As we watch that strange happening, suddenly a big storm sweeps through, and the crowd is not there anymore. The casket is not there anymore. There's just me and the grave full of gold plates with different captions on them. Watch me as I begin to grab them out because I don't have time. I'm grabbing helping special needs children get a million chances at life. I'm grabbing being compassionate, helping the vulnerable people. I'm grabbing developing leaders who will look at the next generation rather than the next election. I'm grabbing it all. Watch me as I grab everything from this grave. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, welcome to my funeral. That was me in glory. You traveled with me in the future, you had an opportunity to see me rob my grave. And I'm so excited right now that I'm able to rob my grave. Death is not the opposite of life, but it is part of life. Haruki, how do you look at death? How many dreams do you have? What is your purpose? And how much of it have you accomplished on earth? I beseech you to join me in robbing your own grave as you live right now. In the next few years, you will see me do things in a hurry. I am on steroids in everything I'm doing because I do not have time. I've had a glimpse to see my grave. I've had a glimpse to hear the loud voices of people regretting of the things that I did not do. And therefore, I'm changing it now because we begin to build the future now. What are you doing about robbing your grave? Toastmaster of the evening.